Ottawa, Arizona, 13-14. We got Arizona minus 130 to minus 135. Home favorite in this game, total 5.5. About minus 110 even money with the total in this game. How about Ottawa going into Vegas last night? A 5-4 win against the Vegas. Suddenly, slumping Vegas Golden Knights just a little bit, although they are injury depleted. A lot of key guys, key cogs out of that team. Not that we could use that as an excuse, but it certainly hampered this Vegas team, and Ottawa was able to go in there and take advantage. And they were the better team last night. They had the better chances, better territorial play, took advantage of a bunch of bad turnovers and miscues by the Golden Knights in their own zone. It was just one of the worst showings defensively of the season, if you ask me, for the Vegas Golden Knights, and that's why they allowed 5 goals. They gave up, high 30s in shots. It was just not the kind of night defensively that was any sort of good from the Vegas team, and Ottawa was able to take advantage of that. Ottawa's scoring goals right now. There's no question about that. Their offense is fine. Their defense is not fine. I mean, Greg Anderson and that Senators team, they didn't get pelted with shots by Vegas last night, but they still gave up 4 goals. They still gave up quality shots that Vegas was able to turn into goals. That's an issue for them. I was able to cash an easy over there last night, Ottawa Vegas. Do I go back to the well with a Ottawa over tonight? I think I might because I just don't know if I like this team at all defensively right now. It's a back-to-back. I get that. Arizona, in terms of offensive ability, sometimes helter-skelter up and down, but they managed to put a big number on the board the other night against the Minnesota Wild. So to me, I got no problem going over 5.5 here. Ottawa, Arizona. Ottawa's a mess defensively, but you're seeing offensively. You're seeing Carlson play well offensively. I think maybe a little of the weight of the world off his shoulders that he's at least finishing the season in Ottawa, not going to be moved anymore before the trade deadline. I think that's helped to ease his game a little bit. Matt Duchene's been very good. They got Bobby Ryan back. He scored a goal last night. Mark Stone's back. Mike Hoffman's. They got offensive ability right now, Ottawa, and they're showing it. They're putting in goals in a lot of nights. They should be able to do that here against Arizona. Question is, can you get Arizona to contribute against this Ottawa defense right now? I think they can. So Ottawa, Arizona for me, I'm going to go over 5.5 in this game. Sens and Coyotes tonight in the desert. This is Andrew's best bet from this game, Ottawa, Arizona, so I'll save that till the end of the show. This game is also on Dana's card, Sens and the Coyotes. Sens, absolutely stunning your hometown Vegas Golden Knights last night. Dana, what do the Senators have in them for an encore here tonight in Zona?
Yeah, well, people here are, of course, jumping off the fake Brooklyn Bridge because they've lost 3 games in a row, and as soon as they get these guys back, guys like Bellemare, I mean, uh, these are such important guys to have in your lineup. I mean, yeah, their
Completely
first
agree.
two
Completely agree. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
when he's out of the lineup, guys, I mean, it affects everything. And I know he's a fourth liner, but I mean, you compare teams that have 1 or 2 lines versus teams that have 3 and 4 lines, and their depth is what carries them through most of these games. I mean, early on when the Golden Knights were winning games, it was because there was 4 lines that you had to fear. Now you have 2 lines out there that you have to fear, and Cody Eakin is certainly not a third line center. I mean, he's a good penalty killer, but other than that, there's no fear in the third and fourth line. So until these guys get back, until James Neal gets healthy and Belmar gets healthy, and when they do, this team is going to be as good as it ever was. I mean, there's no reason to jump ship on this, and part of this rant is probably from other conversations I'm having outside of SBR, but the Vegas Golden Knights will be fine as any team, as long as they get healthy going into the postseason. It's no reason to jump ship on this team. They're as good as anybody in the Western Conference, and I think they show that. And you named a team outside of St. Louis. You named a team, and they've beaten that team. So relax on the Golden Knights. Okay, as far as Ottawa, Arizona tonight, you have to figure that there will be some fatigue with the Senators. I mean, that is a tough turnaround, even though it's Arizona to Vegas. It's a tough turnaround because a lot of teams, and this is what I've noticed watching these games, live is. A lot of teams come in here now, given their best effort, given 110% of what they have, And I don't know what's left after that. So again, in most situations, I think fatigue leads to offense. I think there's going to be plenty of offensive chances tonight. It's crazy to think that the Coyotes are one of the hottest teams in the NHL right now, but that is the case, and it's because you're seeing consistency at least out of two lines. And if you're getting some offensive consistency against a team that's tired, I think that you're going to see plenty of chances. But I think Ottawa's good enough to get plenty of their own. And again, I think this is going to be a high tempo game between two teams that you wouldn't think would create a high tempo game. But in the last 2 weeks, that the Max Domi, Derek Stepan, which I think has been a huge addition for the Coyotes. I mean, those guys have really stepped up their game and really solidified at least Arizona to be to not be that pushover that they had been all season. So this to me, Condon starts tonight against Ranta. Anytime I get Condon and Ranta, that immediately tells me it's 6.5. So if it's 5.5, I certainly want the over in this minus $1.03 at 5 times.
All right, so for Dana and I, we're both like an over 5.5 in this game. Senators and Coyotes tonight. Again, I had an over ticket last night with Ottawa against Vegas. It was 6, even at 5.5. This one, I think it's good value here, absolutely. And you talk about guys too that don't get the discussion and the talk that they deserve. It would be Clayton Keller for this Arizona Coyotes team. This guy's been absolutely marvelous. 19-year-old center for the Arizona Coyotes. How about 17 goals? How about 28 assists? That's pretty damn good from this guy. He's been absolutely terrific. Continues to produce, continues to put the puck in the net, continues to get assists, apples. He's doing it all for this Arizona team, scoring, setting people up. Has done a great job. Clayton Keller, one of the guys that he needs to be talked about as a really impactful player in this league, but he doesn't because why? Because he plays for the Arizona Coyotes. That's why one of the worst teams in the league. You just don't hear him get the accolades and the attention that he probably should. Well, I'm giving the attention right now because he deserves it. He's been good. Clayton Keller. One of the reasons, there's one reason, or one of the few reasons to watch Arizona hockey. It's been the play of Clayton Keller. Fun player to watch. He's had a very good rookie season here for the Coyotes. So Dana and I both like over 5.5. I'll get to Andrew's best bet on this game when we do best bets at the end of the show.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.